Hello, Collective, and welcome to Anna Transylvania's Tarot Room. This is Anna with your Collective Tarot Bite for the month of August 2025. Okay, so if you watch some of my Zodiac shorts, if some of you are trickling from there, okay, so I was filming the Zodiac shorts and I kept getting the Tower. And it was like in the middle of the readings or whatever, it's like, oh, enlightenment, enlightenment, right? And I'm like, oh my god, like what is going to be happening in the month of August that's going to sort of derail a lot of people, because you guys have been making very good progress. Like my whole entire collective has making very good progress about what they're doing and everything like this. And but your August readings are kind of not like that. They're really like, oh, some stuff is going to change and it's going to be very surprising and blah, 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 which is the Tower, right? So I'm like, okay, so what is holding back the collective? Why is the collective holding back in August? So quite a few of you, like 7 or 8 signs, got like hold back, uh, don't start anything new in August. Don't try to go at the pace as you were going, because you got to rest, you got to do this, whatever, right? So, in this reading, I am actually asking what the Tower is all about. I also have a short bite out there that kind of didn't really explain very much. Now, the Tower normally means, for me anyway, when it comes up in the cards, it means like sort of an upheaval that has nothing to do with the collective necessarily. Like it's out there, it's in the society. um, Normally it's my government toppling over card. I don't want to do any predictions kind of like that, okay? um, but but this is what it is. It's like certain structures that have been long standing are toppling down in society, and they're affecting the collective. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna put the Tower to the side. Okay, over here. You can see it like the Tower over here. I have a touch light over on the side over here, so that's my little light. All right. So for the collective, please, what is this Tower? What is happening with the Tower? What is the Tower? What does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? Oh, okay. Um, so earlier on my other channel, I actually have read this part already, but I thought it was going to come in around the time when the Pope was sworn in. Okay. And this one is the Pope card. There's also the Hierophant is the big Pope card. Okay. But this one is like, um, a person of faith, like in the community and everything like that. So a person of faith is going to address that there is no choice. Okay, but to there's no choice but to like really enact some social justice things right now, because um so we're getting a little bit of legal action brought on by the church or people of faith, or um, people who are acting as protectors of the weak. Okay, because the king of cups, okay, I'm just taking it out of the light for a second. The king of cups can be that. They can be very much like people who feel the suffering of humanity, and they want to help the suffering of humanity. And um so I would expect that some of this Tower has to do, we have come to a point of reckoning. Like a lot of you had the Judgment card. I've been getting the Judgment card. I have some other cards, and I've been getting like, in my personal readings, I've been getting like I have some Norse cards, and they've been telling me Ragnarok. Okay. And this person is going to act in good faith, and they're going to be like, no, we have to be fair to everybody. We have to be fair to all these people. So they're going to be going, you know what? I have no choice. I have to speak out. I have to, normally the King of Cups is a very quiet person. They're very emotionally intelligent, but quiet. So it's talking about that. It's talking about like, you know they're gonna be enacting some justice for the collectives. which is good. Look, sometimes the tower is good. Sometimes the toppling over of a tower, and in your case, you guys had the star as far as a collective goes. So it was talking about like after this month of August, and maybe like after the next couple of months, August, September, school is starting again. Um, and people are probably going to be having like lots of anxiety about that because the Department of Education is gone, things like this. Okay, so let's see what else. What else? What is the Seven of Cups upside down? Yes, yes, this is like people are disappointed. Okay, like a lot of people who want to protect people and everything like that are really really disappointed as far as to what is going on. What is going on? What is going on with this tower? Yeah, it's like um they're seeing, oh, okay, so it might be, it might actually be, so like the justice system and the churches, okay, um they're gonna be really disappointed, and they're gonna be like, there is no balance, there is no checks and balances in our government, okay. um this could be the Senate and the House, and, uh, stuff like that. So the Justice card can be a government card as well. This is why I'm saying this. Okay. It could be like also a revamping of the healthcare system to where people are getting back their Medicaid that were on it or something like that. Like the cuts to the Medicaid are not going to be passing, or they're going to be passing some other like thing. Okay. So that's kind of what it's saying. It is saying that it's going to be so disappointing for so many people that some people who might not have been pro these changes are now going to be pushing for the changes that the people want. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. What else is it about this tower, please? Okay. Yes, and it's coming in fast. It's like there's decisions that are coming in fast after. Yes, um, after a period of waiting. It's like messages that are coming in super fast. Um, after a period of waiting and a period of creating and a period. So basically, these people with the justice card over here, they're like making changes, making, policy changes and things like this. And they've been being hung up because the people have been stalling, it's been like a lot of stalling. And now with all of these changes, this thing is going to pass very, very well. And it's going to basically be building a bridge in between people, people of different cultures and different ethnic backgrounds, and people of, is going to be building sort of a bridge of peace. This is conflict normally, but I'm going to read it as clarity. It's like it's going to be very, very clear where people stand, where it hasn't been before. Okay. Okay, what else? What else about this tower? Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be having to be diplomacy, because this cycle won't be over until it's over. But like a little bit of diplomacy is needed, a little bit of, there's some lies that are gonna come to the surface and somebody's bringing them out. So this is a whistleblower. The King of Wands is always kind of like a whistleblower type person. Um, Now I had this card and I had these cards, and I think I even had the Tower um, in my other read. It was a couple months ago, but I don't have them, so they're new. I didn't have them. Okay, so there's people who are not of this world that we're looking at here that are like, we gotta we gotta come away with a different freaking solution because this is not working for everybody. This is not working for like the majority of people. This is, what else? Okay. Correct. Yes. So here we see some sort of like bosses and everything like that being under judgment. Who's the judgment for, please? The people. The judgment is for the people. Okay. Um, this person, this red person here, this King of Wands here, is going to be victorious. Okay. He's bringing on basically the catalyst. He's like, you know, now with the swords, it's a lot of oratory stuff. Like it's a lot of people saying things and people who listen to other people and things like that. So it's a lot of auditory things. But sometimes the swords can also be communication via like legal action. Okay. um, and we have the sword here. Now this person is a passionate, this person here is a passionate oratory person. Now this is also Leo, so I'm not going to be telling you who the Leo is, uh, but he's a higher up in this government here that we have, and he's probably going to come up with like some sort of a solution that's going to bring a lot of change, but it's going to be like lots of change. So he's a higher up in this government that we have here now. Um, very good. And he's going to be toppling over this guy. He's going to be like, you know what? Like, I don't want to get involved, but it is time that other people get involved and judge this person. So the King of Wands sometimes is like a very influential person, even if we don't know that. That makes sense what I'm saying? Like they have the hearts of the people, basically. Um, there's two Leos that are political actors at the moment, okay, um, on the world stage at the moment, two of them, okay, and yes, so one of them is gonna be winning, um, but I didn't want to keep it like very political. Okay, so now that we know, yes, I have a drink over here. All right, so now that we know who these people are and what this tower is basically governmental and policy changes and everything like this. Let's see how the tower will be affecting the collective, because that's what we want to know. I just wanted to know like kind of like what it could be. Okay. Um, so yeah, there's an ideological war, babies. Ideological war. Okay. That's going to be waged, and it's going to be very surprising the people who are coming up on both sides of the ideologies, you know. There's not sides, but there are, you know, like right now it's not obvious to us in the collective, to me, as you know, what the ideologies are and everything like that, because everybody has their own different things. All right, so let's see, how is this tower going to be affecting the collective, please? Okay. Yes. So a lot of you I shuffled, you saw me. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. They gave me a lot, okay, collective. And here it is. Okay. This one's off camera, so let's put them over here. It's talking about, so some of you, you're like, I'm not waiting for this stuff to be done. Like, I'm going to go get myself a job. I'm going to go put myself out there. You know, you did the Nine of Pentacles stuff. So a lot of you in the collective are like, I love you, collective, okay? I love my collective. You guys are so pragmatic sometimes, okay? Like, you're not just spiritual. You're like birds of a feather with me, and I love that, because sometimes really the energy of this collective. Sorry, I'm getting some communications, you know, I'm sometimes a channel, so I'm getting some communications, okay, but the energy of this collective sometimes almost moves me to tears, okay, because you guys are so much like me, and I really love that about this collective. I really love that I can go get inspiration from you guys, okay, even just energetically. I know it might sound insane, but here it is, okay? Like, you guys give me hope. You guys, your energy moves. And when it moves, it's wonderful. So you guys are like, you know what? I'm not waiting for like societal shit. I'm not waiting for society. I'm not waiting for any of these people to like figure out what the heck they're doing. I'm going to be starting my business. I'm going to be doing my stuff. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be, you know, doing all of this, right? So you're not waiting for a handout. You're not waiting for a handout from the government. You're not waiting for, some of you from the government, some of you from like other people. You're not waiting for a grant. You're not waiting for people to help you. You're like, I'm starting this, right? So this tower is going to be affecting you positively, because like as we saw, there's a person that wants to give the collective, and people out there as much as they need or is fair for them to have. Okay, so this person here is acting with, they're like a social justice person. Okay, they want to help people. Okay, um, and so because they want to help people, some of you who are in the collective that are in that category, you're going to be getting, like, on top of the businesses that you started and monetary stuff that you did, and grounding yourself into a reality where you can generate money even in a society like this, right? A lot of you are going to be getting that sort of push, that sort of like um, gift on top of what you're making. So this is gonna like sort of restore the faith of some of you that you can have things, that you can have, the support of your government, that you can have. Okay, so some of you have been waiting for this, so that you can know where to go with your ideas and everything like that. So some of you have been working on business plans, some of you have started your own businesses, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying that for this collective here on my channel, and for those of you that, cross watch or whatever from other channels, okay, the Wheel of Fortune is going to be spinning right side out. As soon as this thing arrives, okay, as soon as this thing arrives, you know, you guys are going to be like, great, everything was working fine before. Now I just have to work this out. So you might have to take the month of August. Go watch your zodiac bites and all of that stuff, okay? Please, if you want to, okay? But it's talking about like, you guys are going to be like, yep, back to the grindstone, nose back to the grindstone, for those of you that it's affecting negatively, like, it's basically like halting you in your tracks or whatever. It's just a blockage in the road. You're paying it no, never mind, basically. For those of you who who have started their own businesses and everything like that, you're like, I have what I need, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So what is the advice for the collective for this tower moment? Ooh, hello. Oh yes. Oh yes, I love it. Okay, I don't know which way this, excuse me, I don't know which way this landed. Okay, I'm just gonna put it right side up. um this is a manifestation card. Okay, so your advice is, when other elements are incontrollable, you already know how to control your money because you've learned these skills over the last few years. You guys have learned the skills. Living in an environment where nothing is for certain, you had to count on yourselves. So, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna count on myself. It's my wings. It's and no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna work it out. You almost brought me to tears when I saw this, because I'm like, oh my god, collective. Oh, so good. Okay, so it is talking about, have faith in your own manifestation powers, collective. Like, a lot of you, if not all of you, are in various journeys of spirituality here on this channel. And the cards are talking about, you have to start manifesting first in your mind. Like, start seeing the outcome, the positive outcome in your mind first, and then look at it with gratefulness and say, yes, I would love this. Okay, this is the big wish card in any deck of cards. Okay, it is the 9 of Cups, 9 of Hearts in a regular playing card deck. Okay, and it shows a merchant. Okay, oh, maybe tariffs are gonna be lifted. Could be. Okay, so like a lot of you who have your own businesses, you guys are gonna be able to prosper a little more. But it's saying, please envision the things that you want to have with gratefulness. Okay, he is grateful, but he knows what each cup is. So having the 9s over here for the collective for the month of August is like, mwah. Mwah, chef's kiss, okay? Because it is telling you that you are progressing. You're going from a 9, from whatever you wish for, to the 11. This would be the 11 of Pentacles, the Jack of Pentacles. Um, the Jack, it would be, I think, the Jack of Diamonds in other cards, or clubs in other cards, depending on what system you use, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune right side up is saying, for the next phase, you're going to have faith and wish with gratefulness, and like love yourself enough to know what you need to get rid of, if you need to get rid of things, so yeah, that's what it's saying. But with the 2 9s and the Wheel of Fortune, if you've had any questions coming over here for the Tower and everything like that, the answer is yes, you will overcome it beautifully, okay? Let's get one more for like this row here. It's raging on, but that's okay. Yes, 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 collective. It's saying, yes, you have all of these grounded things, you have your ducks all in a row, or hawks in this case. Ducks or hawks? Ha, ha, ha. Okay. But now you have to like work through it. So you have 7, 8, 9, 11, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're good to go, collective. You guys know what the heck you're doing. So this Tower in August, you guys are just gonna have to pace yourselves through it, and understand that when you manifest something and you're wanting to ground it, you should only be grounding the good stuff, not the bad stuff, okay? All right. I keep wanting to keep going on, but we're out of time, collective. If you have any other questions that you want me to cover about this reading, please let me know. Okay, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. I know this is a new channel for me, but please like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to. It will really, really help me. I'm trying to get to like 40 people so I can film lives on my phone. Okay. All right. In the meantime, I send all my love. All my love. Let's make sure that it's a heart and not like looking like a pumpkin. I send all my love. Bye.